I'm back tussling with the 25 NL regs online, and I made a bunch of mistakes again. Hand number one, I face a large open, and I typically perceive this as weakness. So I called with some evil intentions, which, if I was correct, I probably should have ISO raised instead of just flat calling because it brought in the big blind. I think this is a pretty good board for my range. I feel like I could get away with a pretty large size, but I bet small, and the big blind, surprisingly, is the one that calls and not the under the gun player. The under the gun ended up having ace queen offsuit, and now the big blind leads, which I think he doesn't have a lot there, but I folded. But in hindsight, I feel like I should have raised because I just think he's just full of air right there. Hand number two, I got pocket perfect in late position. There's an open, and I decided to raise it up. I think my sizing's fine on this one. I think everyone else folds, and he makes the call. A wet board, and I feel like my hand needs some protection, so I bet rather large. I figured he was going to continue with all of his range, so I probably should have bet smaller, but I just didn't want to give him a good price with just the junk in his range. And I was surprised when I went back and looked, and he folded Jack 10. This hand is just a function of me being lazy. I should either raise and get it all in with some of the shorter stacks on the table, or just fold. I mean, it really makes no sense for me to call right there. And it makes even less sense to call again on the flop when I'm blocking the nut flush draw. Either raise or fold. Instead, we go 4 ways to the turn, and look what everybody has. Yep, that's right, a table full of fish. Big blind leads out, everybody else folds. This was one of the worst plays I made in a while. Then again, I take that back because we got 3 more hands. We got an open and a call, and I'm in the big blind with ace queen offsuit. I think this is just a very easy spot to squeeze and take down some of that dead money. But nope, just flat call. Flop top pair, decent kicker, nothing to do but check. On the turn, I pretty much have the best hand that I'm going to have in this position. I should raise, but I don't, just flat call. Since I played it so passively the whole hand, might as well just check back the river, and of course he has ace 10. Pocket aces. No way I can mess up this hand, right? Wrong. Late position limps. The button makes it pretty large, 3-bet. So luckily, at least I find a 4-bet. I think he's polarized to 10s plus when he makes this call. On the flop, the only thing I'm worried about is pocket 10s. I have the ace of diamonds for the nut backdoor flush draw. I check to let the villain catch up a little bit, but I end up block betting on a card that's really not good for me. I think I should have value bet the flop, or check call the flop, or check raise the flop. I don't think I should have led the turn or the river unless I led the flop. I don't really think that line makes a ton of sense. Y'all, please let me know how bad I messed this hand up. So I saved the worst hand for absolute last. 3 limps, and it gets to me in a small blind. I have queen 10 suited, and this is an easy 3-bet. But guess what? I just flat call. So we go 19 ways to the flop, and I make top pair. UTG bets half pot, and 27 people fold except for me. I just made the call. I think nothing's wrong with that. He bet into so many people. I think that's okay. In game, I played this so lazy. I didn't hand read properly. I didn't filter his range properly. And I didn't fight hard enough for the pot. That is a recipe for losing poker, in my humble opinion. And I know I don't have a poker coach, or I'm not joined to any sites or anything, but I think that's pretty obvious. But y'all want to know the worst part about this hand? He won 7 cents, I won 8 cents, but the rake was 58 cents. So that pretty much means we both lost. The good news is, since I started vlogging, I am playing a little bit better, but I still have mental lapses that I'm trying to fix. Until next time, y'all.